Hi, it's Dee. I'm just gonna do a quick video. I always say quick. They're usually not, but um, a lot of people keep asking about what powders, gray cover, scalp cover powders to use besides Topic. Um, and some of the spray cans get kind of messy. They're hard to control. But I just wanted to show you guys. I use this Gray Away. It's a solid powder, kind of like a compact. It's not loose powder that you sprinkle, it's solid. And then in the bottom here, it has this little sponge applicator that comes and it just clicks right into the bottom. So you just rub it on the powder. And as you can see, all my white growth, I haven't recolored my roots for quite a while. So I thought this was a good time to show how this stuff works. So you just basically wipe it on with the little sponge. Oops, got a little on my forehead there. But the great thing about this stuff, it's called a magnetic powder. I don't know if you can see that on the jar. Gray Away magnetic touch-up powder. I don't know what's magnetic about it, but either way, it seems to stick to the gray hair pretty good. And it also sticks to the scalp, the skin. You know, I've had some where it just does the skin, but it doesn't really stick to the hair. So I might cover the thinning spots of my scalp, but I've still got the gray roots, which makes it look thinner too. But this seems to stick to both really nicely. Now right now I've got more gray roots than I normally do. I normally don't let it go this long before recoloring it, but I've been lazy and trying to decide if I want to just let it grow out and quit dyeing it, since I'm wearing wigs more now. You know, I don't really need to dye it if it's just going to be under a wig. The only thing is sometimes I blend some of my front bio hair in with certain wigs. So for that reason, it's nice to keep it dyed. But then I thought, well, you know, I can always just fill in the front with this if I need to blend some bio hair. And this does good enough. Get that little part by my ear. But basically, I probably did a messy job along the hairline. You gotta be careful not to, you know, get it smudged on your forehead, but it wipes off, you know, if you do. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes I'll smudge it or smear it by accident, but look at that side compared to this side. Big difference, huh? And you can see it only took me a few minutes. Not even. Another thing is I use just a little makeup brush to sometimes, you know, fill certain smaller areas where that little sponge just doesn't like fit very well. I can't get my fingers in there or whatever, like my little widow's peak, or, you know, or some of these little baby hairs along the edges where I don't want to use the sponge because it's gonna smudge it on my skin, but I want to get a little bit in certain parts of the hair there. So a brush works well, and you can use that with it too. You don't have to use the sponge if you don't like the sponge, but look at that. Look at the difference. White roots, much darker roots. And it sticks, you know, it sticks pretty good to the hair, to the scalp. You know, it does smear, so when I put on my wig, sometimes I'll accidentally smear some and have to take my finger or cotton ball and, you know, clean up my forehead, but it's not a big deal. But I mean, it literally, it's a quick, easy few seconds and you're done. This stuff is only like 10 bucks at Walgreens, like $9.99. This is the dark brown / black. They also have it in a lighter, you know, medium brown, and I think they have like a blonde color, which is a real light brown. So they have at least 3 different colors. But this stuff is great. It's cheap. I've had this little jar for quite a while now, and it's lasted a long time. I think you have more control over it than you do with the sprinkle powders like Topic. You know, those sometimes I have to sprinkle a lot and keep shaking the can and get it all in there, and you know, and then sometimes take a brush and try to blend it, where this is just, you're done, you know. So if you have a little bio hair in front that you like to pull out and blend with your wigs, you can quickie put that on to make it match or whatever. But there you go. That's my quickie review on Gray Away Magnetic Scalp Cover Powder. Thanks. Bye.